Hello, my name is Jason Walker and I lead our general manufacturing practice here at Hexagon's Manufacturing Intelligence Division. So to begin with, to give an overview of how much Hexagon's technologies are used across the manufacturing landscape. It's not an understatement to say that global manufacturing runs on Hexagon. We support customers ranging from the smallest machine shops to the largest OEMs all around the world. And while we may not be a household name, our solutions support many thousands of products that are. To give you some idea of scale, every year we support the development and manufacture of some 95% of all vehicles produced, 90% of all aircraft produced, 75% of all smartphones produced, and 80% of all orthopedic devices. Now, when we look at the industry as a whole, obviously we know there are certain verticals, and many of the larger players, the OEMs supplying the products to their customers within these industry verticals, depend on a complicated supply chain that underpins them. So manufacturing innovators and their supply chains depend on Hexagon. And we work with, as I said, from the largest OEM down to the smallest machine shop in terms of providing them technology to help them optimize the way that they run their businesses. When we look at a general machine shop customer, we often see that they've implemented pieces of technology to help solve challenges at certain areas of their workflow. And in a sense, they've implemented point solutions to solve a challenge that doesn't necessarily form a system of solutions that works for them and improves the overall business performance. It may just provide them some efficiency gain in that specific area of the workflow. And often when we look at the way that manufacturers work and review the progress of their production, this is a very manual process in many cases. Spreadsheets are used a lot still. Paper-based drawings and information is traveled around the shop floor. And when reviews are necessary, generally these are done in person and around a piece of paper or a piece of drawing or some documented statistics that have come off the process itself. So we're looking at how do we leverage or help our customers leverage our technology to make their processes, including the review process of how their production has been running, a lot easier. Now, we know that these manufacturers have some key concerns, problems that they're trying to address, and obviously goals that they want to achieve. So they want more flexibility to be able to overcome and take on some of the more complex requirements from their customers. They want to increase the quality that they provide, of course, as this is both a requirement and good for their business going forward as they serve their customers and hope for repeat business from those customers. They're looking to achieve greater productivity because ultimately the faster and the better they can improve their productivity, the more business they can generate with their customer base. And profitability generally comes out as a high goal for most of our manufacturing, especially the smaller machine shop customer, because we know that they may run on tight margins and they may have a smaller team that operates to increase the output. But at the end of the day, profitability is what allows them to reinvest in technologies and constantly improve their processes. So what we're doing with our technology is helping them accelerate production time, taking new products to market quicker, integrating the new technologies that we can provide them, automating more of their processes, reducing the reworks or the necessity for reworks, and obviously that results in a reduction in scrap, and addressing the skills gap challenges that we know are present across the industry as a whole. Now, we know that the industry has been through many revolutions, right? From the earlier stages of mechanization through mass production towards what we see now, more automation being used within the industry. And this involves hyperconnectivity to the systems being used, to the operational technology, to the informational technology. And Hexagon's goal is to take the industry further towards autonomy. And we feel that autonomy is ultimately the best way of putting data to work to achieve more efficient and sustainable outcomes. So what do we mean by putting data to work? So often within the customer's workflows, data is generated at each stage, but it's not necessarily leveraged to improve or provide the gains or efficiency gains that it could do. And this is where we see there's a gap. So of course, a gap between the data creation and how much data is able to be used to optimize processes. In the end, we're looking to help our customers leverage that data to scale up their processes, make quality inherent, provide more optimal designs faster, innovate with unique insights, and increase the shop floor productivity. So within our portfolio, Hexagon has products and solutions to help our customers design, make, inspect, and ultimately optimize their workflows. Our portfolio includes design and engineering products, production products, so solutions for CAD/CAM, for machine tool optimization, for measurement within the machine tool, and that goes neatly then into our metrology portfolio, where we have multiple both stationary and portable measurement equipment and software solutions that work with that to digitize the output of production and ensure that quality is maintained throughout the production process. And then we have enterprise quality solutions as well, where we can schedule corrective actions based on the results of the inspection process and ensure that these corrective actions are taking place early enough in the customer's workflow so that they're mitigating any problems further downstream. Now, with this portfolio, essentially Hexagon is connecting these three areas of the portfolio, the products that we have, the solutions that we have, and leveraging a new platform that we've launched to market called Nexus. Nexus will help us bring in the data from each stage at a customer's workflow and then leverage that data again to further optimize what the customer is doing. We've worked closely with Microsoft to develop Nexus, and it's based on Microsoft's Fluid framework. Essentially what Nexus enables is it enables collaboration among teams. So we're connecting point solutions to Nexus to enable teams to work seamlessly and collaborate seamlessly across the customer's workflow. So across departments, that is. Now, the way we see this being used is it allows for faster iteration, of course. If you've got a design engineer working at the same time with the production engineer who's preparing that part for production, and that iteration process can be done very quickly, and the collaboration element comes into that. At the same time, if you consider on the shop floor, the manufacturing engineer is working with the inspection engineer, and when the inspection engineer is doing maybe the first article inspection reports, he can feed back in real time to that manufacturing engineer on the shop floor the results and what maybe needs to be changed in the production process early enough so we can avoid scrap. And this speeds up the overall process of production and manufacturing, of course, for the customer. Now, the other thing, as I've mentioned, data is at the core at the heart of our strategy in terms of helping customers build more autonomy in their production processes. So Nexus is helping us leverage that data and bring real-time collaboration to digital engineering and the manufacturing space. As I said, Nexus has already been launched to the market. It's available for our customers to go and sign up. And even if you're not a customer of ours, you can create an account, log in, and we have to offer. There are already some unique solutions available through the platform, and we would welcome you to have a look and contact us and speak to us about more ops for this and the current technologies that we have to provide you. Now, Nexus is built on three core principles. I mentioned collaboration before, but first and foremost, Nexus is an open platform. So the openness allows us to then go into companies and customers and work with them with the existing technology that they have in place. We understand, and we're not naive in thinking that every customer is going to adopt all of Hexagon's technology. Of course, that would be great. But the existing point solutions that you have in place, we've built Nexus so that it can be connected to any other technology that you're currently using. That allows more collaboration, again, across your workflow and across your teams. And ultimately, the connectivity element provides the connectivity to the various point solutions and brings, again, the data into one place to be used. Now, Nexus is not a system of record, so we're not logging all of the data. Of course, there are PLM systems for this. There are MES systems, better systems of record that customers are already using for that purpose. Nexus is a system of engagement. It allows the collaboration, the connectivity between the point solutions. So when we look at what we can provide our customers, our machine shop customers, within our portfolio with the technology that I've already touched on that we have, you can see in this workflow all the way from design through design validation, manufacturing preparation, the manufacturing stage itself, shop floor measurement, quality inspection, and then reporting, that this makes a neat workflow for our customers. And generally, this is the general process that our customers are following currently. And we know that many manufacturers obviously look at these areas, these workflow areas, as the places where they can optimize various elements or each workflow itself. But the idea for us is really to enable more of the seamless flow throughout these stages in the manufacturing process. So again, we want to enable, and we have the tools to enable our customers to review their designs that they receive from their customers, do some design validation a lot easier, prepare for the manufacturing process, and optimize the way that the machines are going to run on the shop floor, ultimately, to get the most out of that production. That includes reducing cycle times, of course, and making the production process faster and more efficient. Now, while we don't provide any manufacturing technology per se, we work very closely with most of the OEMs, so the machine tool builders within the industry. And we have good working relationships with them and our technology, and how our technology can help them and their customers as well optimize the way that their machines are producing parts. So another way that we look at this then is on the shop floor itself in terms of measurement. We work closely with these OEMs, these machine tool builders, to provide the inspection equipment or the measurement equipment that can go into the machine tool. This involves machine tool probes and also scanners that we can provide that both help customers set up their jobs quicker and easier, but also measure within the production process. And I think this is a key area that is gaining more momentum and also more interest from many manufacturers as they see bottlenecks later in the quality department with perhaps one or two CMMs operating and a whole batch of production coming through that needs inspecting. The more we can help them leverage the inspection or measurement processes on the shop floor, the more we can optimize their overall process. We understand that measurement in a machine tool is not necessarily certification, but it does provide a gauging capability to ensure that production is maintained or the production optimization is maintained. We also have further solutions to this where we can take measurement results from within the production process and ensure that the machine is updated in terms of the tooling offsets or the other variables in terms of the way that the machine is producing parts to, again, maintain that consistency in production and the quality required from the production process. Quality inspection is a big part of Hexagon's portfolio. We have historically had the largest footprint in the amount of quality technology that we've provided customers around the world. This includes stationary, so coordinate measuring machines, smaller coordinate measuring machines that are used on the shop floor, portable solutions like laser scanners linked to both arms and robotic arms, and then trackers as well. Trackers obviously provide us more flexibility for larger parts. But ultimately, there are various applications that all of the scanning technology that we have and inspection technology that we have allows us to help our customers, again, digitize more of the real world so that they can leverage that data to optimize their production processes, their manufacturing processes. Reporting then plays a big part in this because, of course, once you've collected that real-world data, you want to map it against the original plan, the original spec, the original quality requirements from the first stage, which was design. And we want to ensure that, the parts being produced match with the quality intent from the first stages. So this ensures, that a customer's production process has been maintained to the level that it needs to, and of course provides insights to optimize or provide the corrective actions necessary to maintain that production process at the level that it needs to be. So I mentioned the Nexus platform, and another area where we're looking at how this will help our customers is both from the design through to manufacturing preparation, enabling that collaboration, as I mentioned, between the different departments and teams involved in those processes, and then providing the real-world data, the metrology information, the reporting that's generated off of that, and ensuring that that can be used as a feedback loop back to the shop floor to ensure, again, real-time availability and democratization of the inspection results. So Hexagon is empowering makers around the world, and we want to work with you to see how we can help you make your factories, your production processes, your manufacturing operations smarter. So please do connect, reach out, find us at the MTC, and let's start a conversation. Thank you.
Dream the impossible. Conceive the inconceivable. Redefine what's possible. Make the unmakeable. Unlock new capabilities. Solve unseen problems. Get it right first time. Break down data silos. Capture real-world data. Get real-time insight. Put your data to work. Simulate and test virtually. Optimize like never before. Maximize output and potential, improving everything from your products to production. Gain the innovation edge. Shape your industry. Create lasting change. Let's rethink making. Let's shape a better future. Let's realign the made and natural worlds, using every ounce of our innovation. Let's create better products in new, innovative ways for people and planet. At Hexagon, we exist for potential. We exist for innovation, helping quality reach new levels from idea to service life. We are a partner for the makers of the world, the dreamers, the doers, the designers, the innovators. Let your ideas take flight. Let new realities take root. Redefine what's real. Hexagon, empowering makers.